Hi, I'm Shonda Miles. I just want to talk to you about showing up prepared. So a few weeks ago, I was at my daughter's gymnastic. She was practicing, and I was just thinking about the importance of preparation. So before we show up, we need to prepare. And so I see kind of across the board different places where in life we need to prepare ahead of time. We need to make sure we're ready before we show up. We should think about whatever we need to think about, get our thoughts clear, journal about it, prepare the speech, prepare the talk, prepare the presentation, do the homework, do the studying, read the books, attend the conferences. We need to be prepared for opportunities. And often what I'm seeing is that we show up and we didn't do the work. We didn't show up and we show up, we didn't do the work. We're not prepared. We just show up and just half do anything. And I think that we really got to make an effort to show up prepared. We got to, whatever it takes, we just got to sit down and say, okay, what do I need to do to be successful with this? Whatever your goal is or whatever your job is, before you just show up, you got to be prepared. So what do you need to do to prepare? What does preparation look like for you? And so, like I said, I see all kind of stuff. So let's just take students, for example, in class. If you're a student and you need to study, whether it's undergrad or graduate, if you're, preparing for, you're in a class, are you doing the reading? Are you taking notes? Are you reviewing the notes? Are you really serious about this field that you're going to school for? Are you preparing yourself before class? Are you doing the work? Are you working on yourself? And so a lot of times we're not prepared. We don't care how we show up. And we think that, oh, I'm just going to wing it. Well, when we show up and we just wing it, we look like we just showed up and winged it. And so we got to make a concerted effort to do our very best, to show up the very best. And so I can see this every day, every part of my life, every day. I can see areas where we need to prepare before we just show up. It matters how we look. It matters that we show up and we did it the right way. We prepare. We took the steps. And so we just can't take classes and we don't prepare. We show up in our pajamas and we think that it's okay. And I mean, people are watching us. You might have to ask somebody for a reference, and we didn't care how we looked, or we show up and we're wrinkled and we just, or we didn't prepare for the presentation. We just, threw a few slides together and we didn't care how they came out, how they looked, who it affected, but we need to prepare so that when we show up right. People can depend on us. We're going to prepare. It's going to look right. It's going to sound right. We're clear, clarity of thought. We gave it some thought. We gave it some intention. We prepare. We look the part, and so I'm always amazed that, people get upset when they don't get promotions. And the first thing I'm thinking about is, okay, who got the promotion? What did they do? And so I get there's politics in when you're working as an employee. I get that, but I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about, two people on equal footing and one person gets promoted, the other one doesn't. And you just kind of look at, why did one person get promoted and the other one didn't? And a lot of times it's preparation. They've been preparing. They've been preparing for this for 2 years. They were preparing for this promotion for 2 years. And here we are. We just been winging it all this time. We want to make the money, but we don't want to do the work. But we got to do the work. If we want to be promoted, if we want to, go to the next level, if we want the next opportunity to come and really change our life, we got to prepare for it. We just can't do anything. And we got to stop using the excuse that I'm too young, I'm too old, I'm too this, I'm too that. No, you need to prepare. So when the opportunity comes, you're ready. We just can't do anything, and so it matters how we look. Our kids are watching us and we didn't prepare. We just show up. We're stressed because we didn't prepare. We put it off. We say, okay, I'm gonna do it tomorrow. Then tomorrow we say we're going to do it the next day. And we just keep on and on, but we didn't prepare. And it is important in this time with all this technology where companies can replace employees at the drop of a dime, that we prepare, that we show up the best way we can. And so think about preparing. Think about areas in your life where you can prepare. And one of the things I found that my mother did when I was a kid, she always ironed our clothes out for the week. It's preparation for the next week. And so I have found that at 48 with 5 children, I have 2 little kids at home, that it is valuable to prepare, to have my kids' clothes ironed out for the week. And so even for myself, if I get my clothes ready the night before, ironed, I already know what I'm going to wear, it reduces the stress. And so I don't have to just throw something together. I don't have to run through the house in the morning trying to figure out what am I going to wear? What am I going to wear? Or, you know, the kids don't have anything clean to wear because I didn't wash their clothes because I didn't prepare, you know. No, we need to prepare ahead of time. We need to show up the right way. You know, we need to put some thought into, you know, how we're looking, what we're going to wear. You know, does it look good? Does it fit us? Does it match? Is it clean? Is it, you know, there's free of stains. And so if we don't do this ahead of time, we don't know. So I'll give you another example. I went to work probably 3 or 4 weeks ago, and I had a nice jacket on. I get to work, sit down at my desk, and I have one bleach stain on my very expensive jacket. One bleach stain. Never noticed it. One day I was running out of the house, grabbed the jacket, you know, I wore it 1,000 times, thought it was perfectly fine. One bleach stain. One bleach stain. It looked terrible. It ruined the whole jacket. I never be able to wear it again. And so if I had prepared ahead of time, I would have saw it. Instead, I put it on running out the house. I looked down in the car and I'm like, oh my goodness, that's a bleach stain. And so we need to prepare ahead of time. We just need to make sure that we have our things ready in order to reduce our stress. You know, we'll feel better because we've prepared. You know, it'll increase our confidence. It'll decrease our stress. And I know we'll all take that, right? We'll all take a decrease in stress. So just think about it ahead of time. You know, what you need to do, what you need to prepare for. You know, if you do meal prep, you know, it's good to do these things because it helps reduce the stress. We don't have to wake up the morning of and asking, you know, our spouse, what are we going to cook? You know, what are we going to eat? And so if we do these things ahead of time, they will help. And it'll get us in the practice of preparation. But whatever it is in your life, you know what it is. We need to prepare. Just think about areas in your life where you need to prepare and think about how you can do it and then start working on it. You'll be so glad you did. We got to just stop showing up, just doing anything, just half doing it, thinking that people owe us. No, people don't owe us anything. You know, it's a privilege to be able to serve people in the way that we're able to serve people, to be able to help people in the way we're able to help people. So we just can't show up thinking that people owe us. No, we owe them. We owe them the respect to be prepared, to be on time, to do the right thing. And so I hope this will help you think about preparing. Well, how can you prepare for next week? What can you do today to prepare for next week? So just think about it. Start preparing yourself ahead of time. Start preparing yourself for the opportunity that's awaiting you.